नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। So we have discussed so many things till now. So today we are starting fifth canto. So we had discussed in last canto the story of Maharaj Prithu. I hope you all remember. Sages killed Veena through Maharaj story, Prithu Maharaj story. This all we had heard. Then the story of Sati in fourth canto. We had heard, right? And this canto finishes with the uh, story of Daksha, who is the son of Prachetas. So this Daksha had got birth previously through Brahmaji, and Brahmaji that time he was having little egoistic. So if you realize, this canto started with the story of Daksha and ended with the story of Daksha, right? So it's a great thing actually in that sense. So that is why Marisha, who is Marisha? She is the wife of the Prachetas. Marisha was now simultaneously married to the 10 Prachetas. Daksha was then born. The same Daksha who had earlier been the son of Brahma. Daksha had 60 daughters. पहले जब वो ब्रह्मा जी के पुत्र थे तो उनकी कितनी पुत्रियां थी? He was having 10 daughters. He was having 60 daughters. 10 of them were married to Dharma, 13 to Kashyap, 27 to Chandradev, 4 to Aristonomy, 2 to Agiras, and 2 to Krishash. The 13 daughters who were married to Kashyapa were Aditi, जिनसे आदित्य यानी देवता आए, वामन देव इसी में जन्म लेते हैं, दिति यानी जिनसे दैत्य इत्यादि आए, हिरण्यकश्यप हिरण्याक्ष इत्यादि, एंड देन धनु, काल, अरिष्टा, सुरसा, सुरभि, विनता। विनता आपको पता होगा जिनसे गरुड़ देव पैदा हुए हैं, गरुड़ देव और अरुण जो कि सूर्य देव की सवारी सारथी हैं। ताम्र, क्रोधवर्षा, इरा, कद्रु। कद्रु जिससे कि सारे के सारे नाग आए हैं, इनफैक्ट तक्षक नाग जो कि भगवान विष्णु के शैया है, नागराज वासुकी जो कि शिव जी के गले में रहते हैं, इस तरीके से, और बाकी सब कालिया वगैरह वो सब कद्रू से आए हैं इससे गले। एंड मुनि Kashyapa and Diti had two brave sons, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Hiranyakashipu's sons were Anulad, Halad, Prahlad and Sanlad. So उसमें से प्रहलाद जो है आगे राजा बनते हैं, उनकी कहानी हम लोग 7th कैंटो में सुनेंगे. So, so if you see very nicely, this whole chart is being explained by um, Shukadev Goswami, Maitreya Muni. They all are describing the same chart. How Visarga is happening in this world. Visarga means कैसे इस यूनिवर्स को भरा गया धीरे 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 करके. So this Visarga, creation by Lord Brahma, so that is being explained very nicely, and we are getting many teachings through them, which are given in Bhagavad Gita. So now the fifth canto, it will tell many more important things. So fifth canto is compared like lotus navel of the Lord, right? So just like we see, we have got a navel, है ना? तो it's middle portion. यहाँ पर मतलब ये हमारे शरीर का आधा पोर्शन है, बीच का पार्ट है. So उसी तरीके से फिफ्थ कैंटो इज लाइक नेवल ऑफ द लॉर्ड, भगवान की नाभि जो है इस चीज को कंपेयर किया गया है. So which describes the topics of Visarga further. So basically, it starts. Now I will tell. I will jump here and there in this canto 5 because it's very wide, very big. In fact, fifth canto. So I'll jump here and there a little bit. We'll try to connect. So it starts with a question of परीक्षित महाराज, क्योंकि परीक्षित महाराज को जब इनके बारे में सबको बता रहे थे कि जो है स्वयंभू मनु के जो है 5 संतानें हुई, अकुति, प्रसूति एंड देवहूति, और महाराज उत्तानपाद एंड महाराज प्रियव्रत. तो महाराज उत्तानपाद की कहानी, जिनके बेटे ध्रुव हैं और उत्तम हैं, वो जो है उनकी कहानी हम पिछले घंटों में पढ़ रहे थे. तो उसी वक्त जो है परीक्षित महाराज को सुखदेव गोस्वामी बताते हैं कि प्रियव्रत जो है वो पहले तो संसार को छोड़ देते, त्याग कर देते हैं, और उसके बाद में वापस से संसार में आ जाते हैं. वापस से वो जो है भौतिक सुख सुविधाओं का लाभ लेना शुरू कर देते हैं. सो उस वक्त ये जब चीज बताई तो परीक्षित महाराज के मन में ये प्रश्न रह गया कि ऐसा कैसे हुआ, पहले त्याग कर दिया, और प्रियव्रत महाराज जो है वो मनु की संतान है, तो ही इज नॉट एन ऑर्डिनरी पर्सन. सो व्हाई डिड इट हैपन विद प्रियव्रत महाराज? हो सकता है आप ऐसे कुछ लोग इनके नाम पहली बार सुन रहे हो, लेकिन यू विल बिकम फैमिलियर. गुड थिंग इज बेसिकली यू विल बिकम फैमिलियर विद ऑल दिस थिंग्स. So this canto starts that why did Parikshita Priyavrata remain in household life although he is a self-realized soul. तो ग्रस्त जीवन में वो क्यों एंटर करते हैं जबकि वो जो है एक सेल्फ रियलाइज सोल है. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ परीक्षित महाराज, है ना, he must have taken sannyas, or he must have gone to jungle, or he must have not got married actually. So like that he starts telling. So as I was telling you, the Swayambhuma Manu, you can see here in this corner here, right? I hope you are able to see. My cursor is visible, right? So this is Swayambhuma Manu, the first Manu. From Manu, there are the 4 siblings: प्रियव्रत, उत्तानपाद, अकुति, प्रसूति, देवहूति. हम सक्सेसफुली इन 4 के बारे में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. इनसे चारों से जो है थर्ड कैंटो और फोर्थ कैंटो में इनके बारे में हमने पूरा डिस्कशन किया. सो अब महाराज जो प्रियव्रत है, इनकी जो डॉटर थी उसका नाम था देवयानी. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी जो हम अगले कैंटो में पढ़ेंगे. तो उसकी वजह से पूरा नया एक चैप्टर खुल जाता है, पूरा एक नया कैंटो बन जाता है उस डॉटर की वजह से, देवयानी की वजह से. So she became instrument actually, and apart from that he was having 13 more sons. महाराज प्रियव्रत के कितने और बेटे थे? 13 बेटे और थे. एक पुत्री थी, एक पुत्री थी, और 13 पुत्र थे. 3 तो सीधा सीधा सा संन्यास ग्रहण कर लेते हैं, ठीक है, एंड दे स्टार्टेड फॉर द सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन. एंड उसमें से 3 जो हैं वो मनु बन जाते हैं. उत्तम जो है थर्ड मनु बनते हैं, तामस जो फोर्थ मनु बनते हैं, रैवत फिफ्थ मनु बनते हैं. अभी जो है वैवस्वत मनु है. और बाकी जो 7 बचते हैं, वो 7 क्या करते हैं? बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग कहानी जो अभी हम सुनेंगे. वो जो है महाराज प्रियव्रत के द्वारा बनाए गए 7 द्वीपों पे राज करते हैं. तो आप सोचेंगे ये 7 द्वीप कहाँ से आए? सो दैट विल I'll try to make you understand. So like that. और वो 7 द्वीप में से जो एक राजा थे जो सबसे जो बड़े पुत्र थे उनका नाम था अग्निधर, अग्निधरा। और उनकी जो पत्नी थी उनका नाम था पूर्वचित्ती। तो उनसे उनको 9 प्राप्त हुए। तो अग्निधर ने क्या किया, अपने जो जो द्वीप था, द्वीप इज नॉट ए स्मॉल द्वीप, इट्स वेरी ह्यूज एक्चुअली, हमारे सोच से बाहर है वो। तो उनके 9 पुत्र हुए, और वो 9 पुत्र जो है वो उस जो द्वीप है जिसे जम्बू द्वीप आज कहा जाता है, उसके 9 हिस्से हैं। उन 9 हिस्सों के ऊपर वो राज्य करते हैं। और उसमें जो सबसे बड़े थे वो थे किंग नाभि, राजा नाभि, जिनकी पत्नी का नाम था मेरु देवी। तो इन्होंने बहुत तपस्या की, बहुत यज्ञ किया भगवान को प्रसन्न करने के लिए कि मुझे जो पुत्र होना चाहिए वो जो आप जैसा पुत्र होना चाहिए। इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नाउ टीचिंग हेयर that Bhakti Siddhanta says, Thakur Maharaj tells, we should not get married if we are not sure whether my son or daughter will be Krishna conscious or not, because Grasta life is not for sense gratification. So Prabhupada tells 5 rules for a Grasta. What are those 5 rules? Generally, earlier people used to follow. The first principle is he should give 50% of his income for spreading Krishna consciousness. Second thing is he should have relationship only with his wife, that too only for begetting a Krishna conscious child. Okay. The third one is there are some 5 yagyas, panch yagyas se kaha jata hai. He has to do those 5 yagyas every day. The fourth one is every time whenever he is going to eat something, then he should go outside and start shouting. If there is someone hungry, then please come and have food. And the fifth one, every day he must invite at least some 5, 6 Vaishnavas or Brahmanas to his house and should feed them. So you can see these all are very, very tough, you can say, vow for a vows for a grasta in this Kali Yuga particularly. So still Srila Prabhupada tells that we should try to follow. And earlier there used to be Gardana Samskara, when we want a person wants to get a child in the womb of his wife. But nowadays it's not that much possible. So Prabhupada tells at least 50 rounds one must chant Hare Krishna Mahamantras. Then he should have relationship with his wife. So anyway, so King Nabi, he very meticulously followed all the rules and regulations, and then he got Lord Rishabh Deva as his son, who is basically incarnation of Krishna only. Rishabh Deva was very, you can say, he was very brilliant. His Abha is was also very brilliant, like sun, and his buddhi was very sharp, and everything was brilliant because he's God only. So Rishabh Deva, although he's a king, but he was at the same time completely detached, and he begot some 100 sons in his wife's womb, Jayanti, and all were very, very qualified. All were very equally qualified, Krishna conscious. So Rishabh Deva, he ruled nicely on this earth, and he made his son Bharat as the ruler of one part of the 9 islands. जो पहला एक आइलैंड है जिसका नाम है जम्बू द्वीप, उसको 9 हिस्सों में डिवाइड किया गया, उसको कहा गया भारत वर्ष, है ना। और उसमें से एक जो भारतवर्ष 9 आइलैंड्स को कहा गया, ठीक है। और उसमें जो है नए जो एक खंड को फिर जो 9 में डिवाइड किया गया, उसमें एक खंड को बोला गया भरत खंडे। वो किसके नाम पे बोला गया? भरत महाराज के नाम पे बोला गया इसको। सो भरत महाराज की जो कहानी आती है, इट्स वेरी इंस्पायरिंग फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, that he was also equally renounced just like his father. So Rishabh Dev, he gives lot of teaching to his 100 son before renouncing this world. The famous shloka comes, कष्टान कामान अर्हते विपुजामते तपो दिव्यन पुत्रकाय निषुद्धे ब्रह्म सौख्यम इत्वानंतम. So he tells कि कष्टान कामान अर्हते विपुजामते, कि all life we just want to enjoy and enjoy and enjoy, but he is telling to his sons What is the use of that enjoyment? Anyway, you are going to die. You are going to die. So why you are running after that enjoyment? That enjoyment which is available freely, you are working so hard, like an ass, like a donkey. You are working so hard, which is easily available. Prabhupada tells that we devotees here in Krishna consciousness, we are not going office, we are not going to do job somewhere outside, but still we are getting everything. Prabhupada tells it is the proof that if you will serve Krishna, you will get all the facilities. This is the proof actually. Once Srila Prabhupada, yes, do you want to say something? Yeah,
हाँ
where is the
प्रभु। तो आपकी आवाज थोड़ी कम हो गई अचानक।
voice?
हाँ प्रभु।
Okay, let me try. Now it is full. I don't know. I hope it is
तो
okay.
माइक चेंज हो गया वो शायद।
Huh?
माइक जो है वो उसकी सेटिंग चेंज हो गई होगी शायद।
I think this is the sound level. Mm, let me utilize my thing earbuds. Mm, I hope now sound will come. How is it now? Hare Krishna. Is it fine now?
यस प्रभु अब ठीक है थोड़ा बेटर।
कम सुनाई दे रहा है अभी भी या फिर ठीक ठीक है?
अभी सही है प्रभु ठीक है।
So I was telling that Rishabh Deva's son was Bharat Maharaj, and Rishabh Deva tells that to all his sons, नाहम देह देह भाजान कष्टान कामर अनहते विद्भुजाम ते तपो दिव्यम पुत्र का ये निषुद्धे भ्रम सौख्यम ये तो अनंतम. So it's नाहम देह देह भाजन कष्टान कामन अर्हते विद्भुजाम ते. तो इस देह को ना हम ना यह ना तो ना हम मतलब मुझे जो है ना हम देह देह भाजान, इस देह को मेंटेन करने के लिए, इस देह को जो है चलाने के लिए कष्टान कष्ट नहीं देना चाहिए. जो सुख आराम से बिड बुजाम यानी जो सुअर होता है जो है मल खाता है, मनुष्य का जो मल खाता है वो खा खा के बहुत मोटा ताजा हो जाता है, उसको बहुत आसानी से उपलब्ध है. लेकिन अगर हम उसी प्रकार के सुख के लिए, यहाँ भौतिक जगत में ऐसे ही सुख अवेलेबल, जैसे सुअर को वो जो मल खाने में जो आनंद आ रहा है वैसा ही आनंद हमें भी आता है. तो उसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है, उल्टा वो सुअर हमसे ज्यादा अच्छा है. भरत महाराज को और बाकी पुत्रों को ये शब्द बता रहे हैं. तो फिर हमें क्या करना चाहिए, हमें बचे हुए समय में क्या करना चाहिए, अगर हम भौतिक सुख सुविधाओं के लिए प्रयास ना करें तो? तपो दिव्यम पुत्र कायेन शुद्धे, तो हमें क्या करना था, तपस्या करना चाहिए। तपो दिव्यम पुत्र कायेन शुद्धे, हमको अपने आप को शुद्ध करना चाहिए। ब्रह्म सौख्य भी तो अनंतम, और किसके लिए, ब्रह्म सुख के लिए हमें प्रयास करना है, ना कि भौतिक सुख के लिए प्रयास करना है। तो सुख लेने में कोई बुराई नहीं है, यू कैन टेक सुखा, नो इश्यूज, बट वेयर टू टेक सुखा, दैट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड। एंड देन वी नो द फेमस स्टोरी ऑफ भरत महाराज, है ना। आई होप यू ऑल रिमेम्बर, भरत महाराज जो है फिर 24 साल की उम्र में ही लगभग जो है, ही लेफ्ट his kingdom, he handed over to his sons, and he went near some river and started living there। उन्होंने अपनी कुटिया बनाई, वहां रहना शुरू कर दिया, बहुत अच्छे से अपनी साधना वगैरह सब कर रहे हैं। बट यू सी, भरत महाराज इज अ वेरी, यू कैन, इंस्पायरिंग एग्जाम्पल फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, कि कैसे जो है हम जो है माया हमको वापस से पकड़ सकती है। तो भरत महाराज ही ऑलमोस्ट रीच टू द perfectional stage, not completely perfectional, but almost he reached to the stage of perfection. But as when he went once, to actually uh, take water, drink water near the river, you can see in the photo here. So he saw one lion is chasing a she deer, and she deer, she is pregnant. She jumps off from the river, trying to cross over that river, but that time it was raining very heavily, so that it was completely flooded, बहुत ज्यादा उसमें बाढ़ आ रखी है। और इस वजह से वो जो हिरनी थी वो बहने शुरू कर देती है, और वो बह जाती है, बहते बहते वो एक जो है एक हिरण का बच्चे को जन्म देती है। और जब भरत महाराज जी देखते हैं कि वो हिरण का बच्चा जो है बहा जा रहा है, वो मर जाएगा, तो वो जंप करते हैं उसके अंदर, छलांग लगाते हैं, छलांग लगा के उसकी जान बचा के, और फिर उसको अपने आश्रम ले आते हैं, क्योंकि उसका ध्यान कौन रखेगा, उनकी माँ तो जो है मर चुकी है। सो देन, slide, yes, I have not changed the slide. Okay. So then he started taking care of that child deer, and the child deer always, because he's very small, so Bharat Maharaj has to take care of his each and everything personally, बहुत ज्यादा ध्यान रखना पड़ रहा था। धीरे धीरे भरत महाराज को थोड़ा थोड़ा उससे मोह होना शुरू होता है, वो अपनी मॉर्निंग साधना में भी थोड़ा वो उनका ध्यान देना शुरू करते हैं, उनकी मॉर्निंग साधना थोड़ी सी मिस होनी शुरू हो जाती है। इवनिंग साधना भी इनकी जो है वो भी थोड़ा मिस होना शुरू होता है, उसके खाने का ध्यान रखना है, उसको सुलाने का ध्यान रखना है, कोई जानवर आके उसको खा ना जाए। ऐसे करके धीरे 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 भरत महाराज जो उस हिसाब से उनका जो मोह है बहुत ज्यादा हो जाता है, इतना ज्यादा कि वो जो जो अपने कभी साधना करते थे उनको आके वो कुछ काटते थे, कभी वो उनको आके चाटता था, वो जो हिरण का बच्चा था वो जो बड़ा हो गया था थोड़ा। तो ऐसा करके आप देख सकते हैं वो भरत महाराज को किस तरीके से प्रेम करते हैं उसको। तो भरत महाराज जो पूरा राज्य छोड़ती है, बहुत ही आश्चर्यजनक बात है कि वो एक हिरण के बच्चे से मोहित हो जाते हैं। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा ट्रैप है हमारे लिए। हम कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस में भी आते हैं, कई बार भक्ति करते हैं, अच्छे से 16 माला जप करते हैं, भक्तों का संग भी लेते हैं, रीडिंग भी करते हैं, यात्राओं में भी जाते हैं, सब कुछ करते हैं, लेकिन कहीं एक हमारा अटैचमेंट जो है हमें ले डूबता है। छोटा सा मोह हमारा जो है जिंदगी भर का हमारा वो बन जाता है, दुख बन जाता है। तो इसलिए प्रभुपाद जी कहते हैं, अगर हमारे मन में लेश मात्र भी इंद्र तृप्ति की इच्छा है, तो जब अगर हम गोलोक वृंदावन के लिए हमारा वाहन भी आ जाएगा, तो भी हम बीच में किसी ग्रह में गिर जाएंगे। स्वर्ग लोक भी दिखेगा हमें, जल लोक, तप लोक, महालोक, सब सारे लोग दिखते हैं, तो हो सकता है हम किसी न किसी ग्रह में प्रवेश कर जाए कि अरे यही ग्रह भी बहुत अच्छा है हमारे लिए, तो गोलोक वृंदावन जाने का सपना हमारा अधूरा रह जाता है इस केस में। तो इसलिए हमें कंप्लीटली प्योर होना है, बाय डेडिकेटिंग योर लाइफ टू कृष्णा, यू हैव टू बिकम कंप्लीटली डेडिकेटेड, कंप्लीटली प्योर। फिर उसके बाद में जो भरत महाराज जो है एक दिन देखते हैं कि उनका जो जो हिरण है वो आश्रम में नहीं है, और वो उसको ढूंढते ढूंढते इधर उधर भटकने लगते हैं, एंड ही वाज वेरी मच एंशियस। वो एक कवि के जैसे बात करने लग जाते हैं, उनको कुछ भी मिट्टी में कुछ निशान दिखते थे, उनको लगता था ये हिरण के पैरों के निशान है, और उनको बोलते कि तुमसे ज्यादा अच्छा, तुमसे ज्यादा सुंदर तो संसार में कोई नहीं है।
इस तरीके से कवियों के जैसी वो जो है उसको उपमा देना शुरू कर देते हैं, कविताएं जैसे बोलने लग जाते हैं। तो लास्ट में अचानक से भरत महाराज जो ही फेल डाउन फ्रॉम द फ्रॉम अ क्लिफ ऑफ अ माउंटेन, and he lost his life thinking of that deer, and in the next life he becomes again deer. And because he has done so much service to Krishna, he was remembering that I was a king of the whole this Bharat Khanda, but I became attached to a deer. That's why I become a deer. This is also one more important instruction for all of us, that sometime because of our attachment to someone in this material world, if you die thinking of that person, you will become like that. If you die thinking of some money or something like that, so you will become like that in the next life. So we should leave all our attachment. We should have attachment only and only to Krishna conscious people. That's it. No attachment to any material person. We should not have any attachment to a person who is non-Krishna conscious, who is not following the principles of Krishna consciousness strictly. If we get attached to that person, that attachment is actually a great hindrance in our Krishna conscious progress. This is the example. Bharat Maharaj, great example in front of us. Like there are many examples we will see in Bhagavatam further. So many a times I see students, they are chanting nicely, reading nicely, but because of some reasons they lose in the sadhana. They start becoming dull in sadhana, following the principles of Krishna consciousness. So we all should be very, very careful that never ever we should have just one prayer to Krishna. Oh Krishna, please allow me to follow the principles given by you and Prabhupada strictly throughout my life. Never ever I shall be able to go down. Let my fall down not happen. I should dedicate my life to you. So please somehow or other allow me like that. We should pray to Krishna every time. I know your Maya is very strong. I understand it is much more strong than me. But please, if you wish, please allow me that I should not uh, be become victim of your Maya. Like that, we should pray to Krishna. So next birth, he becomes deer, and he was living near one Pula ashram, which was on some mountain again. And there he was hearing the Vedic hymns, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam shlokas, and he was eating their remnants, and he was very nicely, trying to cultivate his consciousness, and he becomes perfect as a pure devotee in this life only, in the real life actually. So whatever his journey was remaining, he completed in his this second life, and then he left his body like that. So again, message comes, even if somebody is an animal, he can also become an advanced devotee of Krishna. Just like Hanuman ji का example Prabhupada ji देते हैं, Jamvan ji का example Prabhupada ji देते हैं. So they were all animals actually, right? Similarly, this deer also become perfect, and in the next life he appeared as Jad Bharata. Why his name was Jad Bharat? Because he was remembering again his past two lives. So reincarnation is not a myth; it's a 100% correct. So in his past life, he was king of the whole planet. And then second, he was a deer. And the third, he took birth in a family of a Brahmana or a Vaishnava. His father was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. But since he was knowing that again, if I start becoming dear to my parents, I may become attached. He was fearful of that thing, right? So he don't want to become attached to anyone in this planet now. He don't want to become attached. So since birth only he was behaving like a crazy person. जैसे पागलों के जैसा behave करना. If his parents, his father will tell, come here, he'll go there. He'll go opposite. He'll tell, go there, he'll come here. He'll tell, okay, please sleep, he'll not sleep. If he'll tell, don't sleep, then he will sleep. If they will tell you eat, then he'll not eat. If they'll tell you, don't eat, then he'll eat. If he tells, bring a water of glass, he'll bring water of glass and he will just topple it down. उनके ऊपर ही गिरा देंगे पानी. So like that, he was always creating troubles to his family members every now and then. And like that, it kept on happening, and his whole family members were very much in tension because of him. And once it was like that, that his father died, and since his father died, so the elder brothers they got the chance to harass him. And already he was behaving like a crazy fellow, but he did not establish there that how much intelligent he is. He did not establish that I'm learned person. I know all the Vedas, all the scriptures, and I'm a great devotee of Lord Krishna. I'm pure devotee of Krishna. I did not actually deliberately showed it in front of everyone. So once he was sleeping, he was given he was assigned one service to take care of the cultivation, the farms. So dacoits were there and they abducted him. उसका अपहरण किया. अपहरण करके they took him away so that they can sacrifice him in front of Kali, बलि देने के. So Bharat Maharaj is this Jad Bharata is completely different. Why is Jad Bharata? He used to live like Jada, no consciousness, shunya consciousness kind of thing. So actually he was thinking about Krishna always. At the same time, he is behaving like a crazy fellow. So they are taking him and he's not opposing also. He was so much dependent on Lord. So when they took him, they reached to their chief and in the temple of Kali, and then whole processes were done, and just this Bali is about to get completed. उनका जो है सर धड़ से अलग कर दिया जाएगा. काली माता she came out of the deity, tearing off the deity completely. पूरा deity को दो हिस्से में divide करके काली माता she came out. Why? Because she is also called as Vaishnavi. She is also pure devotee of Lord Vishnu. So she can't tolerate that other Vaishnava is getting hurt. It's a very important lesson for all of us that we can't see any other Vaishnava getting hurt. As soon as some other Vaishnava gets hurt, he should become like a fire. So then, this Chad Bharata, he did not say anything, and Kali came out, and with all his pishachinis, she was there, and she started chopping off the head of all those people actually, and those pishachinis they started drinking that blood which was coming out of their head of their neck. It was like you can say kind of a spring, kind of a fabara. And then Jad Maharaj went away from that place. Then he met one more king, Rahugana. Rahugana was going in a palki, but they were not having any palki carrier, so they used him as only a palki carrier. Later on, Rahugana realized that he is a great devotee of Krishna. So he came down of the palki, Niche utaro, mere ko niche utaro, like that he started telling. And then he paid his dandavats to Jad Bharata. Actually, this was the first incident in the whole earth that somebody could recognize the position of Jad Bharata. So Jad Bharata, then there was a conversation, and he asked, "What is the reason that you have become so much self-realized? You have become perfect devotee of Krishna." Ravana could recognize you. What do you think? What is the cause of this? So he tells, "मैं पाद रजोभिषेक निष्किंचना नामना वृणीत राजन." बोलते हे राजन, महत पाद रजोभिषेक, because I have taken the dust of the lotus feet of a pure devotee. I have taken the dust of another pure devotees. And who are those pure devotees? Because he was going to that ashram. So he had taken as a deer. So, and Rishabdeva's kripa. So that's why he is telling that I have become a pure devotee by taking the dust of another pure devotee. This is the simplest method to become pure actually. We need not to do any kind of Ashtang yoga, Gyan yoga, Dhyan yoga, Karma yoga. No yogas are required. Simply you follow the instructions of a guru, pure devotee. If he tells you dance, then you dance. If he tells you sleep, then you sleep. If he tells you eat, you eat. If he tells don't eat, then don't eat. It's a simple thing which one should follow the instructions of a pure devotee, of a pure Vaishnava. So like that, actually, will become pure. Very easy. Actually, we have to make simply pure devotee happy with our activities. And then Bharat Maharaj, Raghuram meeting was very nice. We'll hear them in detail later on. And then he was having further his sons, descendants, and there were nine Yogendras whose story we'll hear in 11th canto. And like this, it continues. So this is still here the pastimes of the descendants of uh, Priyavrata. We have heard he was having 13 sons. Three became sannyasi, three became Manus, Tamas, and Raivata. Seven becomes now the seven rulers of the seven islands created by Maharaj Priyavrata. देवयानी की कहानी हम बाद में सुनेंगे. Okay, so now what are those seven islands? We'll try to understand in the second portion of the fifth canto, which is called as Sthanam. Sthanam is positioning. Sthanam का मतलब क्या होता है? Positioning of the different planetary system. Sthanam ka one more meaning is, I was telling you in Shukdev Goswami Press, maintenance. So both are similar actually. So how this whole universe is getting maintained, or you can say how they are situated, where they are situated, we see in this picture. So basically, we see down Lord Vishnu और गर्भोदक सागर में वो लेटे हुए हैं. गर्भोदक चाहे विष्णु is lying on Anant Shesha, and from his navel you can say one stem is coming out. How it is going, you can see it is crossing 28 hellish planets, then seven lower planetary system, then seven dvipas, then upper seven planetary systems, and it is going top, and that planet is called as Satyaloka, where Lord Brahma is living, right? So then Lakshmi ji is there. She is serving Lord Vishnu's lotus feet, and she becomes perfect like that. Then on the, if you see, this is the middle planetary system. It is called as Bhuloka. Then on upper planetary system, it is called as you can say upper planetary system. We कहते हैं Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. So these are three. Om Bhur. Bhur means नीचे के planetary systems. Bhu. Om Bhur Bhuva. Bhuva means बीच के planetary system, and Swaha. Swaha means ऊपर के planetary system. So so if we see, there are many charts which we'll discuss tomorrow onwards. So this middle thing, if you can see here, this circle, I hope you are able to see this circle, right? So this is actually our whole Bhuloka. This was single, this was just one piece at that time before Maharaj Priyavrata. But Maharaj Priyavrata, you can see in this picture, once upon a time, when he was ruling on this Swayambhu Manu, he was the king of, you can say in one sense, of the whole planet, this Bhuloka. So when he was ruling, so he saw that the sun, why he's not always giving light, and why this is sometime day, sometime night, like that. He was like, everyone should be in the, it's 24 hours, it should be light only, so that people can go after self-realization more and more. He was not like people should work hard. कि रात में सब लोग को नींद आती है, तो अच्छा है ना कि दिन दिन में पूरा 24 घंटे ही दिन रहे. So he became very angry on sun, and he started his own ratha after sun. तो जैसे सन और उनके बीच में गैप था. So because he is also very, है ना, exalted personality, he is also another pure devotee. So one, he was also shining like sun, and because of that, actually this day and night system disappeared everywhere for many years. It was only, you can say, day. So because of his chariot wheels, this whole planet Bhuloka, it got divided into seven parts. ये कितने हिस्सों में बट गया? 7 पार्टों में बट गया. You can see here, right? So the middle planetary system is called as middle Dvipa. It is called as Jambu Dvipa. You can see here Jambu Dvipa. Mount Meru is there. First is Mount Meru, okay, which is in the middle. It's completely made of gold, pure 24 karat sona. It's very, brilliant description which is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is not Mount Meru in our Bharat. This is somewhere else which we can't perceive actually. It is going up to Swargloka. So then Jambu Dweep is there. After Jambu Dweepa, there is salt water ocean. Okay. Then after saltwater ocean, you can say this is a one circle. There is Palaksh Dweepa. So there are like a total nine Dweepas. What are those nine Dweepas? Jambu Dweepa, Palaksh Dweepa, then Salmali Dweepa, Kush Dweepa, and Kruchana Dweepa, then Shak Dweepa, Pushkar Dweepa, like that. And after that, eighth one is inhabited land, जहाँ पर कुछ लोग अभी भी रहते हैं. उसके बाद में nine is golden land, and then there is tenth, which is called as Alok Varsha, and the shell of the universe. This Alok Varsha, it is, you can say, completely dark, where if you'll go, it is like you have disappeared. There is no existence of yours. Golden land, so much light is there, so much it is light that you can't see yourself again. So this is very, you can say, inconceivable for all of us. So this, then, so till eighth place, this inhabited land, till here only, yeah, actually we can live. So there are a lot of descriptions of these Deepas, how did they come up and all that. So we can say this is the Jambu Deepa, and who's the king? Jambu Deepa king. This, what is his name? Forgot. Here is the name. Agnidhara. Okay. So Agnidhara is the king of Jambudvipa, and he got nine sons. So Jambudvipa was again divided into nine parts. We'll see tomorrow onwards. Then nine parts में एक पार्ट जो है राजा नाभि को मिलता है, और इंटर्न उनके पुत्र ऋषभ देव को मिलता है. तो नाइन पार्ट का फिर से जो है, जो है उसको जो है ऋषभ देव जो है इस पे राज्य करते हैं. नाइन पार्ट्स, नाइन पार्ट्स के फिर से वो आई थिंक नौ हिस्से करते हैं. आई थिंक सो, आई एम जस्ट मिसिंग समवेयर. और उसके एक हिस्से पे ऋषभ देव राज करते हैं. सो लाइक दैट इट वाज समथिंग आई थिंक. सो आई विल क्लियर इट टुमारो. So after Jambudvipa, you see salt water. After Palakshadvipa, it is sugar cane water juice, sugar cane ocean. So if you are habitual of drinking lot of dhanna juice, you can go there and unlimitedly you can drink. Then there is liquor ocean after Salmali Dvipa. जितने भी सो कॉल्ड ड्रंकार्ड्स, बेवड़े लोग हैं, वो यहाँ पे जा सकते हैं, ड्रिंक कर सकते हैं. देन क्लैरिफाइड बटर ओशियन आफ्टर कुश दीपा, जहाँ पे जो मक्खन है उसका वहां पर जो है शुद्ध घी का वहां पर सागर है. देन करुंच दीपा, उसके बाद में दूध का सागर है वहां पे. और उसके बाद में शाक दीपा, उसके बाद में दही का सागर है. देन पलाक्ष दीपा, उसके बाद में एकदम क्लियर क्रिस्टल वाटर का पूरा सागर है वहां पे, राइट. एंड जो फिर उसके बाद में जो गोल्डन द्वीप है, वहां पे आप देख सकते हैं लोक अलोक माउंटेन रेंज. दीज आर ह्यूज एक्चुअली, वेरी वेरी ह्यूज. इनफैक्ट दोज माउंटेन्स गोज अप टू स्वर्गलोका. उसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि जो आलोक वर्ष है, उसमें पूरा भयंकर अंधेरा रहता है. इतना अंधेरा, इट्स लाइक अ वॉल. जैसे सीमेंट की जैसे दीवार होती है जिसको आप क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते, ऐसे आलोक वर्ष गोल्डन लोक से, जैसे आप लोक माउंटेन पे जाएंगे और फिर जैसे आप आलोक वर्ष में प्रवेश करना चाहते हैं, यू कैन नॉट एंटर इनटू आलोक वर्षा बिकॉज इट्स वेरी वेरी डेंस. वो जो अंधेरा है एक्चुअली अंधेरा होता है. somebody can think, somebody may say कि नहीं अंधेरा नहीं होता है. इनफैक्ट वी आल्सो टेल, एंड अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन का फेमस जो कॉन्वर्सेशन उनके टीचर के साथ भी से कि there is nothing like called as darkness, but actually darkness exists here. Actually darkness exists here. So we know the pastime where Lord Krishna was going to meet this Karanodakshaya Vishnu. So he actually enters through Alok Varsha. Everyone who goes to out of this universe, he has to cross all these things. So Alok Varsha he has to cross. So his Sudarshana, he cut off जैसे चादर को हम काटते हैं, दीवार को काटते हैं, लाइक दैट ही कट ऑफ थ्रू दिस आलोक वर्षा, एंड देन हिज रथा एंटर्ड आउटसाइड shell of the universe. He cut through the using his sudarshana, and then he reached outside of the universe in Karana Sagara, and where he took away, he took the he had darshan of Karandaksha Vishnu. Karandaksha Vishnu had darshan of Krishna and Arjuna, and Krishna demanded that please give the soul of those sons of Brahman who was guarded by Arjuna. So like that, it's very interesting thing, so which we'll try to understand tomorrow. Okay. So the Edgar Allan Poe, some famous scientist, he tells the plots of the God are perfect. The universe is a plot of God. You could understand that thing actually, है ना? ये यूनिवर्स है, ये क्या है, भगवान का प्लॉट है, तो वो सब क्या परफेक्ट है अकॉर्डिंग टू. ओके, सो we'll stop here for today. If you have any questions or doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll end it. Yes, any question? No.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु।
धन्यवाद हरिबोल.
प्रभु ये प्रियव्रत महाराज वही है क्या जो मतलब जिन्होंने अपने पुत्र से उनकी जो युद्ध है वो मांगी थी?
नहीं, वो अलग है, जो अभी मैं बता था देवयानी वाली कहानी, जिसको मैं अलग से डिस्कस करता, वो उनके उसमें आते हैं, उनके डिसेंडेंट्स थे वो देवयानी के. ओके.
तो अच्छा प्रभु ये प्रियव्रत महाराज मतलब कैसे वापस कैसा है? आप कुछ सुधार तो प्योर डिवोटी है तो
We
शादी
did not
की
discuss in the beginning. Actually, this first time comes that he was nicely doing his sadhana, his tapasya on a hill, some famous hill he was doing, and his guru is Narad Muni. So of course, as and when Narad Muni comes, means he'll not allow you to get married. So he made Daksha's 10,000 sons sannyasi, Haryavasha, and 10,000 sons of sannyas. So Narad Muni himself is brahmachari, so we generally makes everyone brahmachari. So 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 Narad Muni, he was just talking to this Priyavrat Maharaj, and since Uttanpad is not there, now Dhruv Maharaj also left the planet, so who will become the king now? So Dhruv Maharaj was taking care earlier. When Uttanpad is brother of Priyavrat Maharaj, so it was running nicely. This whole planet Bhuloka was running nicely. But now who will take care of this planet Bhu? There was no one eligible to take care of the whole planet in one this thing. You know, it requires a lot of you know purity. So then Lord Brahma himself came down from Satyaloka to convince Priyavrat Maharaj. And from far only Narad Muni could understand that Brahmaji is coming and he must be coming for some reason, and probably this is the reason. He could actually understand. So then Brahmaji is requesting Priyavrat Maharaj that please you get married and take care of the whole kingdom. And but Priyavrat Maharaj is somehow or other hesitating. Then with the permission of Narad Muni, and again taking the consent of Brahmaji, he entered into married life. And like that, he was king of the whole planet. Okay.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु। और प्रभु ये 7 टुकड़े कैसे हो गए? मतलब जो रथ
हैं?
दौड़ा रहे थे तो 7 टुकड़े कैसे हो गए आर्यन के?
क्या कह रहे हैं, टुकड़े कैसे हो गए?
हाँ, तो रथ की वजह से कैसे हो गए?
आ, टुकड़े कैसे हो गए मीन्स ही वॉज वेरी पावरफुल किंग. जस्ट लाइक कभी कभी आप देखते होंगे कि कोई कच्ची जगह होती है, वहां पे आप साइकिल चलाते हैं तो गड्ढे पड़ जाते हैं साइकिल से, राइट? मोटरसाइकिल के गड्ढे पड़ जाते हैं, या आप कार चलाते हैं तो उसके गड्ढे पड़ जाते हैं. तो प्रियव्रत महाराज इज अ वेरी पावरफुल किंग. तो उनका जो रथ उतना पावरफुल था, जो वो उसको चला रहे, सोचो उनके अंदर से सूर्य का तेज निकल रहा है. सन इज वेरी वेरी पावरफुल, और उतने ही पावरफुल प्रियव्रत महाराज है, तो उनके जो रथ का जो पहिया है, उससे जो है पूरा लैंड जो है उसमें बड़े बड़े गड्ढे पड़ गए. और उतने बड़े बड़े गड्ढे हो गए क्योंकि ही वॉज रोमिंग कॉन्स्टेंटली फॉर मेनी इयर्स. तो वहां पर सब जगह क्या बन गया, समुद्र बन गए, अलग अलग चीजों के समुद्र बन गए.
हरे कृष्ण गुरु प्रो। एक और डाउट था कि मैत्रेय मैत्रेय मुनि जो थे वो प्योर डिवोटी नहीं थे क्या?
He was also pure devotee. He was also pure devotee. Okay, okay, dear. So we land it here. Hare Krishna. Jai Prabhupada.
हरे कृष्ण गुरु, दंडवत प्रणाम।